Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, Section 7.7, Solving Inequalities Using Multiplication or Division Activity. Pause while you write Section 7.7 activity in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's activity objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is understand how to use multiplication and division to solve inequalities. Copy the following key ideas exactly as they appear into your notebook. Multiplication property of inequality. When you multiply each side of an inequality by the same positive number, the inequality remains true. Be sure when you copy this that you underline or bold or highlight the word positive. That's very important. And also be sure you copy the numbers and the algebra. Division property of inequality. When you divide each side of an inequality by the same positive number, the inequality remains true. These properties are also true for less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Today we'll be starting on page 175 in your record and practice journal. Activity 1, Writing an Inequality. A store has a clearance rack of shirts that each cost the same amount. You buy 2 shirts and have money left after paying with a $20 bill. Letter A. Which of the following represents your purchase? What does X represent? Explain your reasoning. So our job is to find the inequality that lets us buy 2 shirts and spend less than $20 because we have money left over. So we're going to spend less than $20 and we buy 2 shirts. So the X is going to represent the money we pay for each of our items. So we would pay 2 times however much each of our items cost, and then that would have to be less than $20. So it looks like 2x is less than 20 would be our inequality. So we would say that x equals the amount of each item. And letter B says graph the possible values of x on a number line and explain how we decided what to graph. So we need to think about what x can equal. So x can't equal $12 because if you multiply 12 times 2, that would be 24. So that would be more money than we had. X can't equal $11 because that would be 11 times 2 would be 22. So let's think about $10. If we spent $10 for each item, that would be exactly $20. But our problem says we have money left after paying with a $20 bill. So that means that we could spend $9.99. So we would have just a little bit of money left. So we need to have an open circle on our 10. So we know that 10 isn't included in the solution, but anything less than 10 is included. So our arrow goes to the left. So anything less than 10 is a solution for our inequality. So for an explanation, I wrote that we know that 10 and greater will make our inequality false. So that's how we explain how we decided what to graph. Letter C says, can you buy a 3rd shirt? So we have to think about what quantities would make that possible. So if we wanted to buy a 3rd shirt with our same $20, it would make it so that we were stretching our $20 a little bit further, so our items needed to be cheaper. So if we wanted to buy a third shirt, we would need to rewrite our inequality so that we have our amount of each item multiplied by 3. And then that means that we're dividing that $20 up now among 3 items. So $20 divided by 3 is $6.66. So we can buy a third shirt if X is less than or equal to $6.66. Now we're going to move on to activity 2. One of your favorite stores is having a 75% off sale. You have $20 and you want to buy a pair of jeans. Which of the following represents your ability to buy the jeans with $20? What does X represent? And explain your reasoning. So we know from our work with percentages that since it's a 75% off sale, that we are paying 25% of the price of the pair of jeans. And that means that we want to pay 25% times the price of the jeans, and we want to spend less than or equal to our $20. That's how much we can afford to spend. And we can look at our choices over here of inequalities and see that 25% written as a decimal is the same as 1/4. So this would be our inequality. And then it says, what does the X represent? And the X equals the price of the jeans that we can afford. So when we look at our number line, we are going to graph the original price of the jeans that we can afford. So that's before the discount. So we want to take our 20 and we want to divide that by the 0.25, the 25%, or if you prefer fractions, you can divide it by 1/4. So when we do that, we get 80. And we want it less than or equal to, because it's okay now for us to spend our whole $20. So we would put 80 on our number line. So that's the original price of the jeans, and we want to spend less than or equal to that, because when we go up to the cash register, they're going to give us our 75% off discount, and we're really going to only end up spending $20. So we decided what to graph by calculating $20 divided by 25%, which equals 80. So it asks, can you afford a pair of jeans that originally cost $100? And explain your reasoning. And the answer is no. And for your homework tonight, you are going to explain the reasoning. Our assignment for this lesson is to explain the reasoning in Part C of Activity 2, page 176 of your Record and Practice Journal. Be prepared to share during our next class. Please remember, to earn credit for viewing this flipped lesson, you must complete your exit slip, come to our next class prepared with the journal pages or other work from the flipped lesson completed, and be prepared with any work that was assigned in the flipped lesson completed. Be prepared with any questions you have for the teacher, and always have a good attitude. We'll see you next time in class.